Hallo meine Freunde, ich begrüße euch aus dem wunderschönen Brno, die zweitgrößte Stadt Tschechiens. Warum sind wir hier? Gute Frage. Wir befinden uns hier vor dem Industriegelände der Marke Souma. Wir werden heute ein paar Sicherheitsvorkehrungen mal beiseite lassen, weil ich verstehe diese ganzen Warnschilder hier in Tschechien leider nicht. Ich würde sagen, wir schauen einmal hinein und mir ist kalt.
A few moments later.
Ich bin hier jetzt in der Werkstatt von Marek. Marek ist eben der Chef von Souma Leder. Er ist ein Einzelunternehmer und das ist tatsächlich seine Lederwerkstatt und sie ist beeindruckend, sage ich euch. Ja, ich bin schon ganz heiß drauf, selbst was zu stanzen, schneiden, nähen. Marek wird sich dann mal selbst introducen und schon mal, wie es zu dem gekommen ist, zu diesem magischen Ort hier.
Well, actually it started about 10 years ago. I wanted to make a frame bag for my bicycle because I was commuting to work and I just couldn't find anything that would fit my needs. I always wanted to make a Kickstarter campaign and I never had like the right product or service, and so I figured leather bag and Kickstarter campaign might work. So I went to the local thrift store and bought a sewing machine, started experimenting with leather. And then I made the campaign. I sold first 50 bags. I think it was like for $6,000 at the time. That was when I was in the United States.
With the Cowboys and has been a valued member of the OSU basketball team for 4 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Marek Souček.
And after a year, we had to move back. So I sold everything there, moved here. After that, it evolved slowly. I went to the store here in Brno for Brompton bikes. One of the guys told me to make something for Brompton. So I made the little handlebar bag. Then I make more Brompton bags, more Brompton designs, and it just went from there. When you make the leather items, you can make almost anything just by hand. I like to come up with new designs and a way how to make them.
You didn't have any real professional training before that, so
you're right. No, I spent hours on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about YouTube. And I found out after a year, YouTube doesn't cut it for me anymore. You kind of get a feel for the material and all the different techniques, and just kind of experimenting with it. You know what you want to accomplish, and I'm just trying to figure out how to do it. The hard part is everybody tells you they use a premium leather, but not everybody uses it, right? The only leather I use, it's a full grain vegetable tan leather, tanned in Italy, really premium stuff. Sometimes I think it's too premium for bicycle accessories because you ride in dirt and mud and all that. I tried some lower quality leather, I just can't. It doesn't work for me. So what I think would be the best, if you try for yourself, so you know what it is about. So is that something you would like to make?
As you probably know, and I lose a weight, I get heavy, I get loose again.
2,000 years later.
I need a new belt, actually. Let's make a belt.
Well, that sounds perfect. Let's do it.
Okay, cool. Let's start. Jetzt geht es ans Nähen, ans Häkeln, ans Schneiden, ans Cutten, ans Pressen, ans Kleben, ans Malen. Ein Beruf mit ganz vielen Facetten. Ist geil.
It actually comes from the bulls that I raised in France.
Okay.
The reason why they use the bull leather, not cow leather, because bulls have thicker skin and it's stronger. Some people might call it downsize, but for me, I like it. It shows the imperfections. Before you cut the strap for the belt, we need to get rid of
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hold the ruler here.
Sure.
Perfect. Let's hope. Perfect. That was perfect. That you change your grip.
Professional.
Yeah.
Is this also like a saddle leather already, or is the saddle leather even thicker?
Well, this is 4.5 millimeter. I would say that's for the saddles.
Yeah,
That'll be
okay, yeah.
thick enough. It's hard to buy thicker leather than this. For the handlebar tape, I buy is 5.5 millimeters, but you can buy thicker leather. So for the jeans, 35 millimeter belt. So that's what we're gonna do. I have this little strap cutter. So what's really important is you have to press it against it, because if you do this, it will cut thin. So and you just drag it towards yourself and push it against the leather, and I will help you hold the leather. Okay. So try it from the other side. Yeah. So if you wanna try it. I'll hold this one. Yeah. Most of the tools are fairly new, simple design, but it works. We could use this one actually.
Yeah, why not?
It's up to you if you want to
No,
have like special.
Let's do this one actually. Also wir haben jetzt mal aus einer richtig dicken Stierhaut quasi, so dickeres Leder ist quasi nicht mehr zu bekommen am Markt. Jetzt mal mit so einem Führungsmesser, Werkzeug, was auch immer es heißt, bitte in den Kommentaren an die Lederprofis, einen Gürtel rausgesäbelt. Und ich werde auf jeden Fall mal gleich mal das mit dem kleinen Löchlein hier nehmen, was normalerweise eigentlich Abfall wäre, beziehungsweise der Rest zu anderen Kleinigkeiten weiterverwendet wird, werden wir aber zu meinem Gürtel machen. Es freut mich schon jetzt.
I have this like the red machine that like it does it automatically for you.
I love red machines.
Yeah, let's see. Sometimes the leather on one side is a little bit like sturdier than the one other. So I like to choose the one that's like sturdier, so it seems like it's this one. I have like different stencils tools for different kind of products. And then, so the way it works, you put it in the middle.
Now I got it, what we're doing here. Schau mal, wenn wir jetzt zuschauen, jetzt geht die Maschine da runter. Geht auch für 2 Linkshänder.
And there you go. You have belt.
Cool, oder? Selbst gestanzt.
So now, what we need to do, since we cut it, the edges of the belt are like really sharp, so we need to like round them up.
Okay.
The tool is called edge beveler.
Ja, Edge
We have different sizes. There you go, look back at it. That always happens like that. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna paint the edges with special edge paint, and I like to paint them twice.
Okay, let's
So
paint
let's
some
do it.
edges. Okay.
I mean, no, you put more. You
put
need
more,
yeah.
Tja, also aus meiner Sicht sollte ich mich schon selbstständig machen, würde ich sagen. Das Fahrrad Game Scheiß nennt. Kein Kundenkontakt, in der Werkstatt halten, irgendwelche Sachen schnüffeln, Schuhkleber, Lederkleber stüffeln. I don't know if anyone ever cared about the edge of my belt actually.
All right, Gernot, well done. While we wait for the paint to dry, let me show you how, when I make belts, how I cut them and how I make them.
Bin ich zu langsam oder was? Let's take a look.
Well, we're just gonna start it up. Guide the leather a little bit.
Okay.
I will do most of the
Okay.
work. There we go.
Cool. Jetzt geht's wieder ans Malen. Malen.
Well, I was thinking for this, we could maybe put some wording like, what do you have like in mind? I have the alphabet here. My idea would be to put it like on a tip.
Ah ja, an der Tipp.
Tricky part is arrange it mirror-wise, right? That sometimes gets tricky. At the beginning I thought like, oh, I have this for sure right, so I put it in there, I stamp it on the product, and it was like all wrong, so... Good. Let's see. Let me just like turn these two around. Test print first, or we're just gonna go for it?
We're gonna go for it, sure.
We're gonna have to wait a little bit again. The reason why we heat it, because if we would just cold press it in the leather, it would like fade away over time. Or if we do it under the heat, it's gonna stay there. Maybe in the meantime, when we're waiting, we can bevel the edges on the
easy.
other side.
Jetzt werden wir hier das Leder prägen. Okay, so.
So you kind of want to think about which way to put it in there. And that's why I usually test it, but...
Ja, wir können auch einfach raten. Es ist, glaube ich, gleich sicher oder unsicher, dass es richtig ist, wenn ich es jetzt überlege, wie wir das hier haben. Das heißt, ich will natürlich da das J haben, an der Stelle. Das J ist ganz links, das ist das lange Wort. Das heißt, wir wollen es hier. Das heißt, wir geben es so ran. Ja, das ist gut.
Okay, well, go for
No?
it. think it's good.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, und das hochgeben.
Now there is a moment of truth.
Gut gemacht? Schon eigentlich, gell? Kannst du es lesen?
It's because the J and B are from like different fonts.
Yes.
Well, now the last thing before we put it in the box is we just need to cut. That's the specially designed and manufactured belt cutting tool. Yeah, there you go. You already know how it works.
Roll it up and sand it. Die Schnalle haben wir schon da drinnen. Die kann man sich dann selbst nochmal drauf machen.
Was ist das hier?
Das ist zum Abschneiden vom Gürtel, dass man zu Hause in die richtige Länge bekommt. Ja, für euch vielleicht 10 Minuten, für mich ein halber Tag. Aber die Arbeit hat sich ausgezahlt. Das Geschenk für den Schwiegervater ist erledigt, abgehakt. Nein, behalte ich mir natürlich selber.
Right, good job.
We did that. I think I did pretty amazing.
Yeah, you actually did. I was kind of worried we're going to spend all day here, but we only spent half a day here, so it worked out.
What else do you do here?
We mainly make Brompton leather accessories, so if you're interested, I can show you. Back in the day, like in 60s, 70s, that's how they used to make like all the cases for whatever items you wanted. Like now, you make them from plastic.
And it's a great combination also of old style techniques, but also with fitlock on the rear.
I love the
Fitlock system.
Fitlocks, yes.
Jeder liebt Fitlock. Das ist quasi eine Tasche für den Steuerer. Ja, das heißt, ich kann hier den Adapter direkt ans Steuerer vom Brompton anbringen. Ich könnte da auch den Adapter, den ich direkt in den Flaschenhalterbogen anbringe, beim G-Line zum Beispiel oder bei den neuen Electrics. Und dann einfach diese Tasche hier, klack, mit einem Verschluss, mit einem Handgriff angebracht. Super nice, super schön. You got space for like a lock or small stuff you want to carry it.
I'm still not 100% sure about the process of stitching, so 1 out of 10 bags, goes wrong. So let's hope this one's gonna go well. We let the glue dry, and now we have to put it together. Hit it on top so it kind of stays. And since I have that 3D printed fill, it kind of makes it easier. Press it together, and it looks pretty nice. So let's stitch it together. Alright, so I got this. When I bought it, actually, the lady who sold it to me, she paid for the guy who's retired to come and show me how it works. He showed me how to stitch the bag. It looks so easy. So I was like, well, sure, I'll do it. And when I started here, it took me, I probably stitched like 300 bags and just throw them in the trash because you have to hold the bag exactly in the right angle. If you do like this or like that, it's all messed up. Now is the moment of truth. If the bottom part looks nice.
Looks good. Nochmal zusammengefasst, die Maschine kommt aus den 1960ern. Diese Inhaberin, die sie verkauft hat dann extra nochmal einen Mitarbeiter zur Verfügung gestellt, der ihn das einschult. Aber am Ende des Tages hat es noch 300 Taschen benötigt aus verschiedenen Materialien zum Üben, bis es halbwegs hinhaut. Ja. Und ja, es gibt halt niemand, es gibt schon noch Maschinenhersteller, die sowas produzieren, aber du musst mindestens 5 dieser Maschinen kaufen, damit die irgendwann mal anfangen, eine Maschine für dich zu produzieren oder halt 5 Maschinen. Ja. Deswegen kannst du eigentlich nur auf alte Maschinen zurückgreifen, realistischerweise. Ja.
This is the German machine, but a lot of my other machines are made here in Czechoslovakia. And it's good, like you can still buy spare parts. The machine help you to do some steps, but there is still like a lot of like precision and time and skill that goes into it. What we normally do, if we want to finish the bag, we will just glue the second part here and stitch it. And to lock the thread, you have to back stitch it. And normally on a normal stitching machine, you just press the lever and it does it. But here we have to do it by hand. We usually back stitch 2 stitches, and that takes about 10 times as much time as the whole stitching. Here I like the stitching went like off the edge. Like the bag still holds together, but it doesn't look nice. The lady who works with me, she always keeps telling me, no, that's okay, you can still sell it. But I just don't feel like, if I'm like the customer and I pay the premium and there is like, it's not 100%, I'll be kind of like upset about it. So
Time consuming and hard how to do so and do it correctly and nice. Customers who come to our store probably know this strap for your trousers, but also a strap to hold the bike together, the Brompton together, so it doesn't unfold when you lift it. Great product, love it.
This is like one of my favorite products because we got it to a point where it's like so like nice and polished.
Yes.
Like we talk about the edges, polish them twice. So the overall feel is just like, it's almost like one piece of leather that just has the magnet insert in it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous good actually.
My favorite is probably the carry handle.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's now when I have all the details of manufacturing down, I can make it relatively quickly. So many little details that you probably wouldn't notice. For the snap buttons, I use like these side ones, which holds all the weight. They're like special, like YKK heavy duty. Middle, I start putting like these less heavy duty. I ship it like this. That way, the customer can just open it, put it on the bike.
Okay. Yeah.
When I make this product, I wasn't like too sure about it because for me, I figured, well, I can just hold it on the seat or the frame. But then I realized like some people who are like maybe shorter, they like to use this instead of the seat. And also when it's unfolded, you want to just carry a few steps. And then the product as far as like units sales is this front carrier block strap. I've seen on internet some people like make it, they just cut the leather, make 2 holes and they're done. We again paint the edges, bevel the edges, so when you pull it, it's nice and like round. Also, the inner part of the leather it's protected.
I remember when you did more leather bar tips in our workshop, putting these on more classical, old school bikes, and we mostly used the Brooks bar tip. No offense, Brooks. Sorry, Brooks. They tear it all the time because they were glued together. They were not made of one piece, but of several pieces, and then ripping apart. And the mechanics were like.
I kind of understand why maybe Brooks they connect it together because you want to have at least 2 meters of the tape, but the cows are only like, they have a certain size. So it's so hard to get one continuous nice piece of leather. So even when I buy like the whole cowhide, when it's like a little imperfection in the middle, you can use it. And it comes down to cost. The leather for 2 meters like long, we have to have 2 straps, right, for handlebar tape. It gets kind of expensive. I kind of complicated to get it just right. When I was designing the tape, most of the bar tapes, they're kind of like V-shaped, right? Go on the edges. I go almost to like 1 millimeter. So when you wrap it, it covers nicely. And also I paint the edges. I don't paint it on all colors, but on the black one I do. When you don't treat the edges will take kind of like a brownish color after a few years, and it just doesn't look smooth. And also one thing what I'm kind of proud of is the bar end plugs. So it's 3D printed, my own design, and kind of the whole mechanism is. And I also provide with the electrical tape, so it's like all in one package.
Also mir hat es mal extrem gut gefallen heute hier bei Marek. Richtig schöner Workshop. Bin immer noch überrascht von den 10.000 Geräten, die hier herumsteht. Lauter Spezialwerkzeuge. Ich stehe auf Spezialwerkzeuge. Ich stehe auf Leder. Sagt es mir in den Kommentaren, welches Produkt euch speziell interessiert auch. Habt ihr noch Fragen an den Marek? Schreibt es uns auch in die Kommentare. Er ist für alle Anregungen immer offen. Er steht auf Produktentwicklung, er steht drauf, neue Sachen zu entwerfen. Was mir taugt hat, ist natürlich wieder einen Einblick zu bekommen in eine Produktionswerkstätte. Ich war schon bei diversen Herstellern, die wir im Shop bei uns im Brompton Store als auch beim Citybiker verkaufen. Das ist immer wieder überraschend und schön zu sehen, wie aufwendig manche Produkte tatsächlich herzustellen sind, aber auch, das sind dann auch immer Produkte, die auch dementsprechend lange halten. Ja. Schnell produzierte Produkte sind meistens auch sehr kurzlebig. Ich werde den Gürtel mit nach Wien nehmen. Thanks for the belt. Yeah. Thanks for having us. It was a pleasure actually. Yeah. It was a nice for you to have a insight in such a company.
I'm actually like happy I can like explain details of what I make and of each product because I put like a lot of thought in it, and it's so nice somebody who like is in the industry and understands it. So I enjoyed it.
Cool. Ja, Radek. Also ich glaube, ich weiß jetzt alles, was wir brauchen. Ich check jetzt noch ein paar tschechische Lederarbeiter, nehm die mit. Kollegen unten kannst du raushauen, und Maschinen schicke ich da die Liste, die wir brauchen. Ja. Es sind ein paar Maschinen, aber lächerlich. Also ich habe den Gürtel innerhalb von einem halben Tag gehabt. Wenn wir das ein paar Mal machen, Und die haben dann die Hackler. Einen Namen brauchen wir halt noch dafür. Ja? Irgendwie, weiß ich, Gernot, Radek Leather Manufacturing, bla bla, Vienna, was auch immer. Okay, gut, passt. Bis gleich. Ciao, servus.